And here we go. What a great scenery. The heart of the Eiffel Tower. Bellator welcomes you for its second edition in the City of Lights. Beautiful Paris will set this Friday, May 12th for Bellator 296. Hello and welcome once again in Paris, as we said. Today marks the beginning of a great fight week that will end in fireworks with our main event between Fabian Edwards and Gerard Moussassi. Sorry, Gerard, I'm going to try to do my best on your first name. Your co-main event has a great feature as well in the Bellator lightweight Grand Prix tournament. Parisian-raised and very own Mansour Barnaoui will face Brent Premise. The president of the organization wouldn't miss a trip to Paris at all costs. Obviously, Scott Coker is with us. Thanks for being with us. Back in May, remember, last year, Yoel Romero set a core arena on fire. Ryan Bader kept his title in the heavyweight division against veteran Czech Congo. This year's drama will be brought on the line by Moussassi against Edwards. The Dreamcatcher, also known in the past in his extended career as the Armenian assassin fighting out of Netherlands, born in Iran. He comes from the same breed of fighter as Alistair Overeem, Melvin Manhoef, with a huge resume, former light heavyweight dream champion, middleweight dream champion. He was a champion in the middleweight division at Cage Warriors back in 2010. Scott Coker remembers Strikeforce light heavyweight champion. He entered the middleweight division Bellator as early as 2018. 49 wins, 8 losses, 2 draws. 37-year-old Dutchman, Gerard Moussassi is with us. You can applause. His opponent, assassin all over the French capital, coming from Birmingham, Midlands in England, 30-year-old, born in Kingston, Jamaica. 9th fight for Bellator, debuted in 2019, 6-2 with the organization. The Team Renegade is boosting great records and doing wonders in the MMA business, ranked number 2 in the Bellator middleweight rankings. Fabian Edwards. I want to thank you for your great media turnout that witnesses a huge excitement, no doubt. You'll be hyped for the next one. It's the co-main event. It's a quarterfinal for the lightweight Bellator Grand Prix. What a matchup. We're delighted to introduce to you a veteran in the organization and a steady force in the division. 38-year-old from Portland, Oregon, holds a record of 11 wins for 3 losses. Former Bellator lightweight champion when he defeated Michael Chandler. What a fight that was for you, Brent. A ground expert, ranked 4th in the Bellator rankings. Brent Premise. Born in Tunisia, raised a few miles away in the city of Malakoff, in the suburbs of Paris. He was a newcomer at Bellator back in October with a sensational win against Adam Piccolitti by way of rear naked choke. That extended his record to 20 wins, 4 losses. He's a former Road FC champion, M1 champion, former Bama champion, the new face of the lightweight division, Mansour, the Afro Samurai, Barnaoui. It's a doubleheader on Friday, and it's the future of Bellator that will unfold. Our champion in both lightweights, and I'm looking for, where's Johnny? There he is, in the middleweight division, are present to await the identity of their next opponent. Indeed, back in June last year, he won at Bellator 282 by decision against Moussassi, training at the American Top Team in Boca Raton, Florida. No one has yet to solve your human cheat code, that is your nickname, Johnny. Undefeated, 13 wins, no losses. Johnny Evelyn is with us. Thanks for being with us, sir. Adding more drama to this World Lightweight Grand Prix tournament. Another undefeated man is among us at Salle Gustave Eiffel here in Paris. Recently won his quarterfinal against Benson Smooth Anderson in March 10th. Different breed, those Dagestani fighters holding a record of 17 wins, no losses. Usman Nurmagomedov, thanks for being with us, champion. I'd like to have a word with you, President Scott Parker. Once again, in collaboration with Paolo Boccoli for the European operations of Bellator. You wanted to come back to Paris, President, because it was a beautiful show last year already.
Yeah, I mean, when I think about Paris, I think about all the great martial arts tradition that has been here for so many years. Way before MMA was even legal, they had some of the best kickboxing around the world here.
Paris, la venue à Paris, c'est important parce qu'il y a un vivier déjà de combattants, même avant les arts martiaux mixtes. J'ai toujours reconnu la France comme un vivier, un fief des sports de combat.
Yeah, martial arts is accepted in the culture. It's part of the DNA, I believe, of the community, and it's very popular here. And so when we started making targets for expansion globally, France was definitely on the list. It wasn't legal at the time. Viacom helped, along with other companies, to get it legal. And we did the first one during the COVID, which was very challenging, but we did it. So I'm very happy to say this is actually our third event. And I think this will be the best one yet. And this press conference, honestly, I don't think anything could ever beat this press conference being here at the Tower. This is something that's historical. We've done fights all over the world, and I think this has to top the press conference venues of all venues.
You didn't want to interrupt me earlier. Indeed, third edition, troisième venue, parce qu'il y a eu une première venue avec de la boxe et du MMA qui était mixé pendant la période de Covid. La deuxième l'an dernier, et une fois de plus, l'ADN des sports de combat est très présente en France. Ça faisait plusieurs années que le président a essayé de ramener le MMA et le Bellator à Paris. C'était un de ses objectifs et il pense que cette conférence de presse ici, dans le cœur de la Tour Effeil, c'est sans doute la plus belle conférence de presse qui ait jamais organisée, le Bellator. President, the level of this lightweight division, the depth of talent for this tournament is incredible.
I tell you, this is a group of lightweight fighters from all over the world that I believe this is probably the greatest lightweight tournament ever held in the history of mixed martial arts.
C'est sans doute le plus beau et le plus grand tournoi qui n'ait jamais été organisé pour la catégorie des poids légers. Nous allons vous laisser la parole pour poser des questions évidemment aux combattants, but I'll get started. Gerard Moussassi, 20 years, 2-0 in the fighting business, and you're still striving. What is your secret? Quel est ton secret pour rester depuis 20 ans dans ce milieu et au top?
Well, I don't know. This is what I do. I don't know anything else, so it's
Je ne sais rien faire d'autre en fait. What's keeping you going then? Qu'est-ce qui te donne envie de continuer?
well, I think one more shot at the title. So my fight starts with Edwards and then go from there.
You're seeking revenge against Johnny, who's here?
Yeah, he's a good champion, so looking forward to that fight.
Voilà, ça, pas besoin de traduction, vous l'avez compris. D'abord une étape contre Fabian Edwards et puis essayer d'avoir une nouvelle chance pour le titre. You must not like to hear that, Fabian. Tu dois pas être content d'entendre ça. Is it okay that he's just taking you as a stepping stone? C'est okay qu'il te prenne comme ça pour une étape pour aller chercher le titre, Gerard Moussassi?
I don't really mind what he takes me for, you know what I mean? Because on Friday night I'm going there and I put hands on him, you'll see, you know, so I don't really care if he's looking over me.
Fabian, you've got your eyes on the prize as well, I guess. 6 wins, 2 losses in this middleweight division. What does fighting Moussassi represents for you?
Just a raw title shot, that's it. I don't really look at him as like a legend or anything like that in my eyes, you know what I mean? Because he's just another man. And on Friday night I'm going there and put hands on him and yeah, that's it.
For real, dit son coach, effectivement. C'est juste un autre homme, ça n'est pas une légende. Talk to us, parle-nous de cette Team Renegade. Great success for you guys. Birmingham, Midlands. What's the secret for this Team Renegade to do so well?
It's hard work and just believing in the coaches, you know what I mean? I think that's just the secret. We haven't really switched up. My coach has been with me from day one and that's the secret. he's led my brother to a world title. I'm on the way to a world title, and that's it, man. It's a small city, but there's a lot of good fights coming out of there, so yeah.
Ouais, Team Renegade qui a des combattants au Cage Warriors dans d'autres organisations américaines, évidemment, et on rend l'appareil au coach. The co-main event, Brent Primus. Brent, you were filling in, obviously, with all the credit and the resume that you have. I just have one question, and $1 million would feel damn freaking good.
Yeah, it would. Life-changing for me and my family, and yeah, I'm ready for the challenge. And after I beat Mansour, I'm going for the champ over there. So yeah, I'm excited.
Là aussi, un rendez-vous de Brent Primus avec Usman qui est en train de sourire. Vous le savez, la victoire au bout de ce Grand Prix, c'est $1 million. Many opportunities for you in this tournament, Brent, because there's a potential matchup also with Alexander Chablis. You got so many things you could do in this tournament.
Yeah, get that revenge in the finals, and I think that he has a really good shot of taking that side of the bracket. So, I'm not gonna look too far ahead. I got a tough fight in front of me on Friday, and then another one after that. So, yeah, it'd be great to get that revenge fight back too.
On parle de revanche à tous les étages, puisqu'il y a effectivement dans l'autre côté du tableau un Alexander Chablis qui s'est imposé. Mansour with us. Everybody, Mansour, intrigued about you. There's a documentary on RMC Sport called OVNI. Will you make a name for yourself on Friday? Est-ce que tout va changer après vendredi? Est-ce que les gens vont enfin connaître qui est Mansour Barnaoui, in English or in French, as you like?
Ouais, je pense que vous allez vous connaître. Vous allez voir un combat explosif et vous n'allez pas l'oublier.
You will get to know me on Friday. You'll see a very explosive fight, and you're not gonna forget that. What's your biggest motivation? What's your ultimate objective? Quelle est ta plus grande motivation? Quel est ton objectif ultime, Mansour?
Mon objectif, c'est prendre la ceinture de Bellator et remporter le tournoi. Avec mon équipe, bien sûr.
Win the tournament, get the belt, surrounded by my team Magnum, obviously. Je vais vous rappeler qu'il y a 16 combats dans la soirée, 16 fights on Friday evening, à partir de 16h30 sur l'application Twitch RMC Sport si vous le souhaitez, qui sera host broadcaster ici en Europe, 19h sur RMC Sport 2, 20h30 pour le début des combats sur RMC Sport 2. The main card on Fridays at 10 p.m., 22h pour la carte principale. 12 combats, puis 4 sur la carte principale. Tout ça disponible sur RMC Sport. I'm going to take your questions. If you feel like you want to ask them in English, go ahead. I'll provide translation. Otherwise in French, and I'll give you a translation. Can we get a microphone for this gentleman? Second row. Votre média, your media, who you work for, who do you represent?
Bonjour à tous, Pouce le retour pour le média Les Retours de Pouce. J'ai deux questions pour Scott, je vais commencer en français afin que tout le monde puisse comprendre, puis je vais switcher en anglais pour avoir la réponse de l'intéressé. Alors Scott, ce n'est un secret pour personne, c'est l'UFC qui est le leader des arts martiaux mixtes dans le monde. Cependant en France, le sport est plutôt nouveau et il y a énormément de parts de marché à conquérir. Quels sont donc vos objectifs sur le long terme en France et pensez-vous pouvoir devenir les numéros 1 dans notre pays? So, hello everyone, I'm Pouce le Retour for the media Le Retour of Pouce. I have two questions for Scott. So, it is known by all that the UFC is the leader of mixed martial art in the world. But in France, the sport is pretty new and there is a large market shares to conquer. So, what's your long-term goal in France, and do you think that you can become the number one in our country?
I tell you, there is many different organizations around the world that are popular, and we're going to focus on our business and growing our business. I think if you look at our different champions in our different weight classes, we definitely have fighters that I think could beat the UFC fighters right now. At 205, Vadim Nemkov, Johnny Evelyn. No one's going to beat Johnny Evelyn at the UFC. 170, same thing with Amasov. So, you know, to me, I'm going to focus on our fighters. We're going to focus on building our business. You know, this fight will be aired in 160 countries around the world. We have a deal with Showtime Television back in the US. We have a deal with the BBC in the UK, Virgin in Ireland. We have Channel 10 in Australia. So this is going to have worldwide distribution, and we're going to focus on our business, keep our head down, and just keep playing forward. And that's really been something that I think that will ultimately create great success for this company. But you know, we're a company that's owned by Viacom, which is a very big media conglomerate, and they've been very supportive. And I'd like to thank Steven Espinosa from Showtime Television Networks back home. He's been very supportive of mixed martial arts, and you know, we're going to go onward and forward.
Scott, did you say 160? 160?
160.
That's correct. Vous savez, on est diffusé dans 160 pays à travers le monde. On a un gros soutien de notre diffuseur principal, Showtime. On est diffusé en Angleterre, notamment avec la BBC. On va continuer d'avancer avec de l'humilité, mais ce sport est en croissance totale. Il y a encore beaucoup de parts de marché à gagner. Il y a beaucoup de nos combattants qui ont un niveau supérieur à l'UFC. Je ne suis pas certain, nous dit Scott, que Johnny serait battu par quiconque à l'UFC. Donc on est très fiers de ce qu'on a et on avance toujours avec beaucoup d'humilité. Your second question, go ahead.
On sait que si Mansour gagne vendredi, ce sera le prochain challenger à la ceinture. Est-ce que c'est dans vos plans d'organiser ce combat pour le titre à Paris en dépit du statut de champion d'Usman? If Mansour win Friday, he will be the next challenger. Is it in your plan to organize? Okay.
Yeah, you can stand up.
So I will repeat. We know that if Mansour wins his fight Friday, he will be the next challenger. Is it in your plan to organize an hypothetical title fight between Usman and Mansour in Paris, in despite of the champion statue of Usman?
You know, that's something that we haven't determined yet. Again, it depends on availability, but you know, we do fights all over the world. This would be a big fight anywhere. I think we could do this fight in the U.S. We could do it in Asia. We could do it in the Middle East. There's a lot of opportunities to do this fight. Paris definitely would be a consideration, but again, we haven't checked the venue. But this fight, if it does happen, will be a big fight anywhere in the world.
Okay, thank you very much.
Peux-tu me rappeler le combat que tu souhaites voir?
Usman Nurmagomedov contre Mansour Barnaoui.
Voilà.
Pour le titre live à Paris.
On était déjà en train d'effectivement faire des plans avec Usman Nurmagomedov, détenteur de la ceinture ici présent, avec un potentiel Mansour Barnaoui évidemment. Scott répond que ces plans-là sur la comète n'ont pas été faits, mais ça pourrait avoir une telle résonance que ça pourrait être organisé aux États-Unis, en Asie, voire même ici à Paris. Next question.
Bonjour à toutes et à tous, Isabelle Grassin, InfoSport 75. J'ai une question pour Mansour Barnaoui. Comment avez-vous préparé ce combat mentalement et physiquement? Et la deuxième question, si vous gagnez ce tournoi à $1 million, qu'allez-vous faire de cet argent?
Okay, first question to Mansour Barnaoui. How did you prepare for this fight, technically and mentally?
Comme d'habitude, ma préparation se fait avec mon équipe, qui n'a pas changé depuis que j'ai commencé à la MMA. Et je sais que mon combattant c'est bon au sol, donc on va faire en sorte de gérer ça et d'être astucieux.
Same business as usual, the same team with the same project with whom I started. We know that my opponent is good on the ground, so we're very aware of that. What would you do with $1 million was the second question. Que ferais-tu avec $1 million?
Avec $1 million, je sais pas. Je pense m'acheter un skateboard.
I don't know yet. I'll start with the skateboard. Okay, fair enough. Très bien. Diamond, huh? Diamond skateboard. Diamond made. Next question.
Bonjour à tous, Annès pour Culture MMA. Excusez-moi, bonjour à tous. Anes pour Culture. Mais ma question pour Brent Primus, j'aimerais savoir tout simplement s'il considère Mansour comme son adversaire le plus coriace dans toute sa carrière, malgré qu'il ait eu des championnats du monde à effectuer. Et dans ce tournoi, qui il considère le plus dangereux en s'excluant lui-même, bien sûr.
Do you consider Mansour Brent as your toughest opponent in your career yet?
I'm not going to say toughest. You know, I've fought some tough guys, and Michael Chandler and so what, but I know he's really tough. He's got some things that I really got to look out for and everything, but, you know, I'm ready. I trained with some really good guys. I'm prepared, and, you know, I'll be ready for the task on Friday for sure.
Peut-être pas le plus coriace, j'ai dû affronter des hommes comme Michael Chandler, mais il a beaucoup d'équations à résoudre, beaucoup d'aspérités. Je serai focalisé pour l'affronter. Who would you want to face the most in this tournament, Brent?
Obviously, Usman, he's got the belt. That's what I want, and that's the main goal. So, but you know, like I said, I got a really tough fight in front of me on Friday. I'm not going to look past him, and then after that, then I'll focus on the champ.
Ousmane, évidemment. Je voudrais qu'on passe un micro à Ousmane parce qu'il est beaucoup sollicité. Can we get a microphone to the champion? Because a lot of people want to face him. We might want to have a word with Usman Nurmagomedov right away. Everybody wants to face you, champion. Do you have to say anything about that? Hello. Thanks for being with us. Usman Nurmagomedov.
Oh, so, what I can
Oh, you hurt your back. That's an information.
no, I'm good. I don't know, maybe we will see. And I hope very well, guys. I hope you will show great fight and good luck. Good luck, both of you. Thank
Il
you.
est prêt. Il espère avoir un beau combat. Il vous souhaite bonne chance, messieurs. Et il est prêt pour la suite des événements. Thanks for giving us a few words. Merci d'avoir participé à cette conférence de presse. Usman Nurmagomedov, le champion, Johnny Eblin. Et là, également, vous avez cet homme que vous pouvez questionner. Profitez-en dans un théâtre extraordinaire, cette salle Tour Effeil. Next question.
La Grinta TV pour Mansour Barnaoui. Salam alaikum Mansour. Tu avais dit que tu voulais être le vrai champion du monde en étant champion de toutes les organisations. C'est quoi ton objectif après avoir gagné le tournoi et la ceinture? Est-ce que c'est de t'installer au Bellator ou c'est de migrer et continuer ta conquête du monde?
You said you wanted to become the world champion of all organization once you've already won the lightweight tournament, says the journalist. How are you going to pursue your quest?
Alaikum salam. Mon but, là, c'est de remporter le tournoi, prendre la ceinture et, comme je t'avais dit, être à la conquête du monde, prendre toutes les ceintures du monde entier, les meilleures, et être le meilleur du monde entier.
I want to win this tournament, get the belt, and like I told you before, I want to win all the belts from all organizations and be the master of the world. Simple as that.
I have another question for Scott Cooker. Cédric Doumbé said that there were negotiations with the Bellator. Can you tell me how advanced the negotiations are with him?
Which fighter is that?
With Cédric Doumbé. He already said that.
I'm sorry, what was it again? I forgot. I couldn't understand you.
He's wondering if you've already did some negotiation with a fighter called Cédric Doumbé, nicknamed the Best.
You know what? I'm not familiar with this gentleman, but I would refer to my fight team, who is negotiating with fighters all the time. We have a 2 or 3 staff that put all the fights together, that sign fighters, but I have yet to hear the name.
Okay. Je n'ai pas entendu ce nom, mais mes fight makers, mes organisateurs s'occupent de tout ça. Et s'il y a quelque chose qui chauffe, on m'en fera part bien évidemment.
Hello, Noé from Cover. I have a question for Gegard. Gegard, last time when you lost your title against Johnny, you didn't find the solutions to beat him. Do you think that after a win tomorrow against Fabian Edwards, you'll find the right game plan to finally beat Johnny Ever?
Tu n'as pas trouvé la solution lors de ton dernier affrontement contre Johnny Evelyn. Avec ce combat-là, est-ce que tu penses que tu vas pouvoir avoir une nouvelle stratégie mise en place?
Well, first focus on Edward, and I just need to come and fight. I think he caught me good in the first round with Johnny Evelyn, and yeah, he got the better out of me. But I just need to come and fight, and that's what I'm gonna do Friday. And then that's when I'm fighting at my best, if I let it all go. I think a little bit hesitated last time to go all out.
Je vais rester focalisé sur Edwards pour l'instant. Mais effectivement, Johnny m'avait bien eu lors de la première reprise. Je me connais, il faut que je sois à 100%. L'autre fois, j'ai peut-être gardé un petit peu le frein à main. C'est ce que je vais faire. Je vais être à fond ce vendredi. Le meilleur de Gerard Moussassi, c'est quand je donne tout.
And a follow-up question for Scott Cocker. You mentioned coming back to Paris, maybe every year. You seem to enjoy May. Do you think, are there other cities in France that you're looking for an event in Bellator, or do you think you're going to stay exclusively in Paris?
Troisième venue à Paris, est-ce qu'il y a d'autres villes, Scott, qui vous intéressent en France?
You know, Paris is an amazing city. It's one of the capitals of the world, let's say, and everybody loves coming to Paris. So when we set our sights on worldwide travel, London was definitely on the plan. Dublin, we went to Tokyo, and Paris is one of our stops now every May. But we would like to expand. We would like to do maybe 2, 3, maybe 4 events a year here, and have a series, maybe mostly the French fighting the Europeans, and have a sub-series of events that we could build maybe in 2024.
French against the Europeans, Scott, you said?
Well, I tell you, it doesn't even have to be French versus the Europeans. It could be really trying to build the French fighters, try to build the UK fighters, and try to use this league as a challenger series, let's say, and try to get find the next big star, because they're out there. I mean, when I think about all the great fighters we have developed in Europe, and all the great fighters we developed now starting in Asia. We did a fight with Sakibara in Tokyo in December, and then 19 we did another one. But we're going to do another one here, and we're going to announce something very soon. We'll be back in Tokyo before the end of the year. So we're definitely going to expand. But I think that when I think about Europe and France specifically, I think about maybe this could be a hub where we could do fights in different cities around the country, and have a 4-fight series that could be televised on RMC, and have a great series of challenger events, and then the winner can move on to Bellator.
Il y a de grandes capitales dans le monde. Paris en fait partie. Nous avons été à Londres, à Dublin, à Tokyo, et nous sommes toujours en recherche d'expansion. Pourquoi pas avoir 2-3 événements par an en France, et je pense aussi à des séries, peut-être 4-5 événements qui seraient diffusés sur RMC. Potentiellement les Français contre les Européens. Nous avions fait ce type de développement en Asie en 2019. On retournera à Tokyo d'ici la fin de l'année. Mais je crois au gros potentiel des Français. Il faut aller dénicher, défricher ces nouveaux combattants. Il y en a ici. Le hub, le centre névralgique, pourrait être à Paris, et voir d'autres combats à l'intérieur du pays. Et je crois à une diffusion 4-5 fois par an sur le Bellator des combattants français. Next question.
Pierre, pour nos scènes MMA, Mansour Barnaoui, bonjour. Vu le contenu de ton dernier combat, de ton combat contre Islam Makhachev, est-ce que tu penses que le champion lightweight Usman Nurmagomedov ici présent préférerait vendredi que ton adversaire Primus passe?
When we look at the way you fought in October against Adam Piccoli, do you think Usman Nurmagomedov would rather see Brent Primus win on Friday rather than face you in the future?
Bonjour. Je sais pas à quoi il pense. Moi, en tout cas, j'ai un but, c'est de finir Primus et après passer à autre chose.
I'm not in his head, but I have just one thing in my mind. Get a win, get a finish against Brent Primus, and move on.
Bonjour Fabian. Agnès pour Culture MMA. Et oui, encore, toujours, on en a des questions. Fabien, à combien de pourcents il y a de chances de voir les deux frères Edwards champions du monde à la fin de l'année?
What percentage would you give for the MMA world to see the Edwards brothers both champions by the end of the year?
100%.
100%.
100%. I've already said it. 2023. You see me and my brother champion. You know, history being made, and that's what I'm aiming for. That's what I'm aiming for. I don't like. That's it. You know what I mean? So I go in there. I know Gegard saying he never turned me on the last fight. I don't care if he turns me on this fight because I'm in shape and I'm ready to go for it. So yeah, 2023, both champs.
Il n'y a pas de doute pour moi, il n'y a aucun doute là-dessus. D'ici la fin de l'année 2023, les frères Edwards seront champions de leur catégorie, dans leur organisation respective. C'est comme ça, on ne voit pas les choses autrement. Please go ahead. We've got about 5 more minutes for questions, and then we'll do one-to-ones before we round up this press conference.
Dave Lowell, Edward Brothers coach, yeah? Question to Gegard. As a veteran in the game, for a long time now, come weekend, when Fabian beats you, do you stick around in the game or do you retire gracefully?
Une question pour Gerard Moussassi, je suis l'entraîneur de Fabian Edwards. Quand tu vas être battu par Fabian Edwards ce week-end, est-ce que tu vas prendre ta retraite?
Yeah. Maybe one more if he beats me.
Okay.
If I win one more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be good.
Okay. Good answer.
J'en ferai un plus. J'en ferai un plus s'il me bat, j'en ferai un plus si je gagne.
Where's your guys' coach? Give him a mic. Any more questions? Over here.
We've heard this gentleman quite a bit.
Encore moi, Agnès pour Culture MMA. Question pour Mansour. Est-ce qu'en quelques mots, tu pourrais, pour ceux qui doutent peut-être encore du MMA, qui doutent encore de ce sport en France, est-ce qu'en quelques mots, tu pourrais nous teaser ton combat de vendredi, s'il te plaît? À quoi allons-nous nous attendre?
If there's any MMA doubters still in France, could you describe in a few words what we're going to see on Friday?
Vous allez attendre un combat explosif et un finish au premier round. Ouais.
That's a few words. A very explosive fight and a finish inside the first round. That's what you're going to see on Friday. All right. 3 dodo de plus. 3 more sleeps. 3 more night of sleeps. Can't wait. 2 dernières questions si vous voulez. Take advantage of it.
Bonjour, Idriss Amada pour du coup du sport. Donc j'ai une question pour Mansour. On sait qu'en cas de victoire ce vendredi, tu affronteras Usman Nurmagomedov en demi-finale. Tu as déjà combattu contre Islam Makhachev qui était un partenaire d'entraînement du champion. Est-ce que tu penses que ce combat va être utile dans la préparation et même dans l'éventualité d'une demi-finale contre Usman? Est-ce que cette expérience passée contre Islam va t'aider à être le premier à battre Usman?
If you win in the semi-final, you'd be facing the champion Usman Nurmagomedov, who's been a partner with Islam Makhachev. Would that be an experience for you, since you already fought against Makhachev in the perspective of you fighting Usman?
Oui, je pense que ce combat-là et tous les combats que j'ai faits m'ont apporté beaucoup d'expérience pour Inch'Allah, si j'affronte Usman, ça va m'aider beaucoup.
Tous les combats sont une expérience, celui-là plus particulièrement. Every fights are an experience, this one particularly. Yes, I think this would be obviously a special help.
Rebonsoir, Isabelle Racine, Info Sport 75. J'ai une question pour Brent Primus. Est-ce que tu peux nous teaser ton combat pour vendredi?
Could you tell us what's going to happen in your perspective, Brent, on Friday?
Man, I feel like I can finish Mansour on the feet or on the ground. I really think I'm gonna finish him. So it's gonna be a great fight. I know he's tough. It's gonna be a good challenge, but I'm really confident that I'm gonna finish this guy.
Je pense que j'ai la capacité à le finir debout ou au sol. Je sais qu'il est très dur au mal, mais j'ai la confiance pour le terminer avant la limite.
Bonjour, Alexandre Malher pour la sueur. Ma question est pour Usman. On vient de parler du combat de Mansour Barnaoui contre Khabib. C'est un dur combat. Est-ce que vous l'avez vu et qu'est-ce que vous en avez pensé?
We just talked about Mansour Barnaoui's fight against Islam Makhachev. Is this a fight that you've seen, and maybe you've seen it? Could you tell us a few words about it, Usman?
Can you repeat the question?
There's been a fight in the past between Mansour Barnaoui and Islam Makhachev. Have you seen this fight? Can you tell us a few words about this fight, if you've seen it back in the days?
Yes, of course I see this fight, but this fight was a long time ago. After this fight, Mansour grew up so much, and Islam too, of course. But first of all, Mansour needs to win this fight, and I think it's a great fight, and I wish you guys good luck. And I will await you on the top. See you soon.
Ce combat entre Islam Makhachev et Mansour Barnaoui, je l'ai vu, mais ça fait quelques années. Les deux combattants ont grandi depuis. Tout ce que je peux vous dire, les gars, c'est bonne chance et je vous attends tout là-haut, au sommet.
Sandrine, MMA Story France, bonjour à tous. C'est une question générale, comme à mon habitude. Je voudrais savoir, est-ce que vous êtes ravis tout simplement déjà de combattre en France, à Paris?
To anyone? To anybody?
Yeah.
Okay. Are happy, or stoked, or hyped guys are you, says Sandrine, to be fighting here in Paris? Who would like to take the mic?
I'm really excited. I cannot wait to eat all the good food here. I heard this is like the culinary capital of the world, so let's test that out. I cannot wait.
Brent pense déjà à l'après-combat, à la nourriture, effectivement, ou after the weigh-in, effectivement, go on a food spree. La nourriture, très content d'être là, Brent Primus. Johnny, you didn't know the Eiffel Tower. Have you ever been to Paris before? No. Johnny Edlin, can we get a microphone to Johnny? He's here for the first time in Paris, and we'll see him at the Bellator pretty soon.
Yeah, haven't ever been here. It's pretty cool, you know. Get to see these guys go at it on Friday. After I either retire gay guard or I crush his dreams. So this is exciting for me, and I'd love to be a part of this whole story.
Oh, you hurt my feelings.
You know what, gay guard, you're a classy guy though. Appreciate you, man.
Voilà, fallait pas couper cet échange, c'est pas mal. Johnny dit, je suis très content d'être là, et puis je suis très content de voir les combats. Je vais pouvoir également aussi voir comment ils vont se comporter, et ensuite je mettrai Moussassi à la retraite, ou je briserai Fabian Edwards, aussi simple que ça. Donc je vais pouvoir voir tout ça tranquillement.
I feel bad for Brent though, because I've been eating good this whole time, so. Enjoy the weight cut, and then after you can enjoy the food.
Yeah, I will. I can't wait.
Confraternité entre Américains, il lui dit, moi j'ai pu manger tranquillement, donc je pense à toi effectivement. Après la pesée, tu pourras te régaler. One more questions and then we'll do one-to-ones. We'll wrap up with one more questions in this press conference. All right.
I'd like to finish with the champ, Johnny Oldland. Do you think, when you take the winner of those, do you think any of those two has something for you, or you think you're going to beat them easily, as you already beat Gegard and Fabian Edwards? How do you feel about rematching Gegard or fighting Fabian as opponents?
Opportunité de reprendre Moussassi derrière, ou alors un nouvel adversaire avec Fabian Edwards.
I mean, they're both one of the best guys in the world. I'm the best. So, I can't wait. I just want to show the world why I'm the best, and of course they have something for me. That's why they're up here. They're fighting to fight against me, and I'm just there to prove it. So, hopefully Friday night they put on a good show and help build up the fight against me. So I'm here.
Ils sont très forts, mais c'est moi pour l'instant le plus fort, donc je suis très content d'être là. J'espère qu'ils vont nous faire un gros combat parce que ce sera un très beau storytelling pour le prochain affrontement. C'est pour ça que je suis là, c'est pour construire cet affrontement face à moi prochainement. That's the wrap, guys. We're going to do one more. Okay, one more. This is Paris. Take advantage of it. One more.
Merci. Toujours pour la sueur, Mansour, tu as souvent dit en interview que tu avais envie d'améliorer un petit peu ta communication. Là, on vient de faire plusieurs étapes de communication avant ce Bellator. À ton avis, où est-ce que tu en es?
You said before you wanted to enhance your communication, be more talkative. Where do you stand now, Mansour?
J'en ai aucune idée où j'en ai en communication. Ça, vous me comprenez, qu'on se comprend, ça marche.
I have no clue where I stand. As long as you understand what I'm saying, it's all good. Thank you guys. Bellator 296 on Friday.